Hello and welcome, my Capricorn friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my friends born under the Capricorn zodiac sign. Today we're going to explore what you can expect from the month of October, obstacles that you're going to face, and tools that will help you throughout the month. Of course, with it being October, the deck I chose was the Witch's Tarot. I'll be ending the session off with an oracle blessing from the Enchanted Oracle. Like always, I'll have links below to both these gorgeous decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Capricorn friends, let's see what the cards hold for you. What card symbolizes the month of October for my Capricorn friends? Oh, got a jumper. It's a gorgeous card, the Nine of Cups. Nines are all about that hard work. It's kind of a completion card, a pseudo-completion card, but it's all about enjoying the fruits of your labor, literally, with the Nine of Cups. So you've worked hard. October is going to be really about reflecting on that cornucopia of what you've been able to accomplish. Let's look at what's going to challenge you, Capricorn. What challenges do my Capricorns face in the month of October? Oh, that's the biggest challenge, guys. Capricorn, you got it all going on. The sun. Now, just like anything else, too much of the sun can be a bad thing. We can get sunburn. It's really easy to get misdirected and off course if we're focusing on too much of that fun aspect, too much of that joy aspect. And that's really what we're going to be looking at, Capricorn. You really focusing and hyper-focusing in on that joy and how much you've accomplished in your life, rather than balancing it out by reflecting, yes, I've been able to manage quite a bit. However, there's still more I can do. It's that still more I can do that's going to be important as well. It's going to be a balance. Let's look at the month itself. What does the beginning of October look like for my Capricorn friends? Gorgeous card. The Star. The Star is the 17th card in the Major Arcana, and it's your hopes and dreams card. It's also a balancing card. She's got one foot on the land and one foot in the water. She's dividing her energies and intuitions into her physical environment and into her intuitional environment. Like I said up here, that's going to be an important aspect as well. You still have hopes and dreams to aspire to. It's not going to lessen the Nine of Cups there. It's just, we're celebrating, right? We have to rejoice in what we've been able to accomplish. And the beginning of the month is going to be about a balancing, and it's also going to be about a reflecting. Where do my hopes and dreams want to take me next? What's that next step? I've accomplished this, now what? Let's look at the middle of the month for you guys. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the 12th card in the Major Arcana, and it really talks about letting go. And it's letting go of those pieces that are not working for us and that are getting in the way of us receiving that universal message. It's a really important aspect in everyone's lives, is to be able to connect in and gain guidance on what it is they should be doing and how they can go forward now. Our path and our journey is always changed by other people's responses and actions. So how do you go forward now? So we're looking at a lot of reflection in the first couple, well, I'd say half part of the month there for you, Capricorn, trying to figure out where you want to go next, getting those hopes and dreams and that creativity flowing, those juices going. And then there's more reflection. What is it the universe really wants you to do? Where is that next step going to head? Which leads us to the last part. Does the end of October hold for my Capricorn friends? the Queen of Cups. The Queen is all about that intuition and emotion. She also is highly connected into her intuitional creativity as well. All of those are really going to be important at the end of the month. The end of October is a little bit different than most months because the veil between planes is going to be thinner. Societies all over the world celebrate the end of October as something special. So for you guys, it's going to be connecting into that intuition and allowing that thinner veil to really amplify and push you forward. Gaining that information that you need. Not only to help out what you've learned out here in the middle of the month, but really connecting it into the star. The Queen and the Star are very connected. Interestingly, you have two major arcana here. You have another one here, however, it's more of an obstacle. So there's some life shift happening at the beginning of October for you. And that's going to be an important part. The Sun really does kind of give a lot of warmth to the reading, even though it is an obstacle, because it can easily misdirect us. So it's not as important as the Star and the Hangman. The information that the Star and the Hangman are going to provide for you in the first 2-3 weeks of the month are going to be really important. It'll help you give some connection in and guidance. Also, making sure at the beginning of the month you want to make sure you have lots of your grounding and your energies flowing properly. October can be, like I said, a funny month because it's got thinner veils, and it's not just on the 31st that the veil's thin, it thins throughout the month. So these messages are going to be easier to receive because of it. Let's look at the obstacles you're facing. What obstacles do my Capricorn friends face at the beginning of the month? The Page of Swords. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy, inquisical, wanting to learn all about their world. And for them, it's very much directed through their suit, which is swords here, and we're looking at truth and knowledge. That desire to learn more and wanting to move yourself forward is going to be high. It can override that creative aspect of the Star. The Star is a very creative card. The Page of Swords is all about knowledge, not creativity. So that knowledge piece can kind of encroach a bit on your creative aspects and also on your ability to connect in with the other side. We start to overthink things and our intuition isn't as effective. Let's now go to the middle of the month. What obstacles are we going to face there? We have a jumper. Got another page. Page of Pentacles. Now Pentacles are about growth and abundance. We're starting to see a pattern. We've got a lot of obstacles in that childlike, playful energy. It's going to be harder for you to focus in the month of October, Capricorn. There's going to be lots of opportunities to kind of play and let yourself go. And like I said before, balancing that out with that work aspect, that getting down into what you're supposed to do next. That's going to be an important part. In the middle of the month, it's going to be a lot about getting your hands dirty, like physically getting into that aspect of play and growth. Okay, so we do have double pages here now, and that means double 11s as their 11th card in the minor arcana. In angel messages, double 11s is a master number. It's really encouraging you to listen deeper to your intuition, which is really going to help with this top row here, with what is really going to come to highlight for you and come to the forefront is your intuitional connection. And that's going to be really important in this. Now these pages, like I said, they're going to be more about that playful energy and are going to easily try to misguide you. It's going to be connecting into that intuition that's going to be really important. And what about the final obstacle at the end of the month? What can my Capricorns expect there? The Eight of Cups. Eights are all about that movement and manifestation. Cups are about intuition and that intuitional creativity and emotions. Now, the Eight of Cups is covering or is an obstacle, a challenge for the Queen, which really it's not. The Queen has much more energy than what the 8 does. The Queens are that nurturing feminine energy. Now don't get me wrong, it is a fierce energy. If you've ever decided to go up against your mom, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's what we're looking at, is that fierce energy here. However, like the pages, how they're going to try and get you to play for the first 2 to 3 weeks, in the last part of October, you're going to be really drawn to going inwards. And that's not really where we need to be. We don't need an inner journey to really explore those hidden parts of ourselves. Rather, we need to start moving on stuff. It's all about that intuition and that intuitional creativity that's really coming to the forefront for October. These are our obstacles. So it's not about play, it's not about an inner journey. It's about being present, yes, enjoying what we've accomplished so far, and looking forward to what more we can accomplish. Let's look at what's going to help. Like what's going to help my Capricorns along in August. Well, that's a good helper. Death. And I'm not being sarcastic there. He's the 13th card in the Major Arcana, and he helps to really plow through the stuff you don't need. You can just kind of let it go. When you start to focus in on what's important here rather than the obstacles, he's going to come through and it's like a Hoover tracker for you. He's going to start behind you and he's going to take the stuff you aren't focusing on that's not important in your life, and he's going to let it go for you. He's just going to take it with him. So he's an amazing support for you. Your ego is going to be afraid of him. We are taught in our society to fear him. He's not to be feared. He's to be welcomed because we can't carry everything. We can't be hoarders. We can't be hoarders in life and we can't be hoarders in spirit. So he helps us out. So he's an amazing support, and he's now your 3rd Major Arcana. He's the 13th card in the Major Arcana. Let's look at the 2nd support for my Capricorn friends. And we're going to go to 4 Major Arcana. Justice. She's the 9th card in the Major Arcana, and she speaks about balance. She's going to be walking right beside death and cutting through the crap, maintaining your balance and using that sword of truth and knowledge of hers and cutting through some of this BS that this row wants to bring to you. That way, your top row here will help move you forward. Let's look at what your shadow self wants to add. And that's the 2 of Pentacles. 2s are about duality and choice. Pentacles about growth and abundance. A really important message from your shadow self. This is a lot of spiritual outer work that you need to do. You need to keep yourself balanced and grounded. Both of them are very important. We don't really have any pentacles on this, or we have the page, but she's going to try and misdirect us a little bit. We don't have an actively positive pentacle, and that's what your shadow self wants to remind you of. It's important that you keep yourself grounded and you keep yourself balanced. So for those who may be interested and may want more information on grounding and balancing, leave a comment below. I am up to making other videos on different aspects of spirituality. If you've gone to my website, you'll notice I have other classes. I do Archangel classes. I do all sorts of different classes. I am up for making more videos. I just need to have some more direction on what my friends need and where they're looking to go. Let's look at a blessing for my Capricorn friends. What blessings does October bring my Capricorn friends? And that's Gothic. It's a beautiful card. So this is kind of a bit of a boost and a warning. There are things that are going to scare us. Our ego is going to come up into play into this, because It's not as easy as, oh, well, you know what, I'm going to have to avoid some parties. I'm going to have to really focus and buckle down. Our inner self gets scared, and then you start to hear that lower vibrational voice a lot louder. Gothic warns us that that's going to happen. And it's really using the powers and the tools that you have to overcome that. The balancing and grounding, using those intuitional pieces. And when things get really bad, embrace the sun. Yes, it is an obstacle. However, even an obstacle, you can use that energy. You can still use that to your benefit. You can use the playful energy of the page, that really inquisical energy, and throw it back into the top row. It's just not taking where they want you to direct it. So it is a bit of a warning, and it's a bit of a message of prepare yourself, this will happen. However, knowing makes it a lot easier to overcome it. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on these cards. This is a group reading. However, I drew these cards especially for my Capricorn friends. What further information do they share with you? If you're looking for a more specific or personal reading, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. That said, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some more insight and direction in for October. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I will continue to create more videos for my Zodiac friends. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I'm always up for feedback from my friends. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you'd like this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Capricorn friends.